Hello, my name is Bethany. I'm Bethany.birdstitcher here on YouTube, Flosstube, and also on Instagram, so come find me. I post a whole lot more on Instagram to keep track of what I'm doing, but I like to film monthly updates for now, just to share what I'm working on for myself, to keep a log for myself, and then also for other people if anyone's interested. And I wanted to say thank you. My last video had so many kind, sweet comments, and I really appreciate it. It was so encouraging to me. I was trying to encourage other people, but y'all came right back and just encouraged me, and I truly appreciate it, and I wanted to say thank you. And also, someone said they watched that video, and then I was sent an anonymous gift card from someone, and in the tag they said they watched that video and they just wanted to say thank you. And it is so not needed, but it is so thoughtful and kind. I truly appreciate it. I already ordered some things which I'll share in this video, so if you want to see what your sweet gift purchased, just thank you. So I did make a big order on 123stitch.com, and then maybe 2 days later I got a gift card, so I placed another order, and it's a lot of fun to get happy stitchy mail, so thank you. I wanted to pause for a second and just share, my health has been up and down this past month. I've had a lot of headaches, a lot of muscle weakness. My eyes have not been super helpful. So just ignore whatever my face does if my muscles get tired talking or whatever. So I know I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry. My brain is also slow. Well. Anyway, so thank you for being here and watching, and I hope you'll stick around and see what I'm working on. And feel free to speed up the video a little bit. I know I am quite slow. It affects my muscles and my brain, my mouth, my speaking, so I apologize, but also I appreciate those of you who are here and just power through with me as I try to power through and record. So like I said, I record for myself just to keep a log of what I've done and how I'm progressing each month. So that's what a lot of this is. And today I'm going to just start with my FFOs, and this first one's not fully finished, as you'll see, but I made a great start on it. So we have Create Every Day, and this panel here is from Teresa Kogut. It's a freebie. You can go stitch it. I think it's charted in all black, but I changed it and made it a rainbow out of something I had seen recently. Not recently, but recently to stitching it. I stitched this last year sometime and wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with it. There we go, Create Every Day by Teresa Kogut. And I love sloths, so I put this fun sloth. And I've tried to keep going with the rainbow theme, so I added some fun colors. And then on this side I have my bobbin pockets, or will have. Right now I don't, but I will have. And then there's the inside portion that will be there. So that is the first FFO, kind of started to be an FFO. And then I made myself another project bag. This one I did finish, and I have it filled already, so I'll show that later in a little bit. Let me just pop it back into order. And then one of my favorites that I finished is this one from Mudpuppy Stitchery, and I know I mentioned it on Instagram. I think I've mentioned it in a Flosstube before, but I had this panel from when I first responded to her that I would like to model stitch for her, and I didn't have a proper fabric, so I went ahead and started the bird, the Cedar Waxwing, on a Rustico fabric because it's what I had in stash while I waited for the other to arrive. And so I decided to make myself a Mudpuppy Stitchery project bag using that bird panel. So this is what we have, and I just used a bunch of different vintagey type fabrics. Some are truly vintage. All of these are from 1970s, 80s era, and then this one is from Hobby Lobby, and that's the main one for this side as well. So I think I have 2 projects in here right now because I just finished one. but I have my bobbin pockets on the other side. So I'm going to keep that close to me because I'll come back to that. Okay, so then my finishes. I have 2 finishes, and one is a start and a finish, and that is Fox and Butterflies by Pigeon Coop Designs. Sorry, let me make sure you can see it. And so this is from his book Cross Stitch in the Forest, and the butterflies and flowers were yellow, but I stitched it on yellow, and my daughter chose purples and teals, turquoises, those kinds of colors for her accents instead of the yellow. And so I changed everything, added those colors in, and made a really fun, bright, happy, what will be birthday present for her. So that was a start and a finish. And then the next thing, this is a model stitch. Oh, everything is on 18 count, pretty much. I'm sorry for my dog. Pretty much everything is on 18 count Ada. That's just my happy place. It works with my eyes really well, even dark fabrics or heavily modeled fabric. But anyway, so this is Mischievous Eucalyptus from Mudpuppy Stitchery. And again, I model stitched this for her. This is a recent release. I think it came out the beginning of September, or no, it was the end of August, because I started it right away. And it's just this gorgeous kookaburra in a eucalyptus tree. Maggie, quiet. Sorry about her. And I love this beautiful design. This is one of my favorite designs that I have ever stitched. I love it. And again, this is on 18 count. Picture this plus jade. So, love this. Gorgeous design. So fun. Okay. And that one took me, I think, 25 days to finish. 24 or 25 days. I don't remember exactly. Okay, so those were my finishes. Okay, so now let's do starts. And we're back in this project bag that I made. And these are the colors. Oh, if you're interested, these are the colors for Fox and Butterfly. So if you want to see the changes I made with these teals and purples up here, that's what that is. Okay, so this is a very small start because it's dark fabric and white stitching, and white stitching is not great for my eyes anyway, but on dark fabric, I just couldn't do it this month. Even though Karen, the Stitching Owl, and I were hosting the sale for this. So lovely, huh? Okay, so that's all there is. And this would be, when it's finished, it will be Snow Queen. Let's see, there we go. And I was gonna leave off the trees, just as Karen is thinking about doing. And this is my start. Very tiny start. And I thought about coming down and adding in some of the blues and things, so I'm not stitching white, but the fabric is just too dark. Most of the time, my eyes cannot do that, so you gotta work with what you have, and I don't have eyes right now, so I've been avoiding certain projects for that reason. Okay, so that was Snow Queen, Fox and Butterflies, and then my next start is a really fun one. Since I couldn't stitch the other owl for Stitch and Owl Sal, and also Jen's Fiberweb is doing a Sal. It's gonna be Owl Right, which is really cute. I wanted to do some kind of owl, so I pulled out 100 owls and decided to start it. And this is a freebie from it's a freebie from Owl Forest Embroidery. It's called 100 Owls, and yes, there are 100 owls in there. And it's really pretty. And I'm stitching this on, Ariel is the fabric. Ariel from Picture This Plus, 18 count. Yes, I have a thread. stopped partway through. So all I've done is the center top motif and then the barn owl's eyes, and then I came over and did a little bit of one of the dark owls on the side. And this is on a huge piece of fabric because it is a large design. But that is 100 owls, and let me hold up the flosses. These flosses are Threadworks, and I went to a local place that is needlepoint. It is not cross stitch, and they are getting rid of their cotton and all of their cross stitch and everything that they did have that could be used for cross stitch. So they will have stranded silk, but no more stranded cotton, which I like to use cotton. I've never tried silk, but that is the colors on the blue fabric, and it's just a light baby blue. I'm not even sure you can see it in this screen. It's got slight modeling, and I believe I said it was Arial, but if not, that's what it is. So these are all Threadworks, and if you don't know, Owl Forest Embroidery, sorry, I keep saying the wrong thing. Owl Forest Embroidery uses their own flosses for their stitches, and they're usually heavily variegated. So I tried to get a few threads that I thought would look nice in place of, and I may not use all of these, I may use others in place of these. We will see as we go. It was kind of just a fun experiment. So those are the threads for that. At least the threads for now. And then my other start, my last start, let's see if we can get it up here. This is on 18 count woodland. And this is keel-bellied toucans. Nope, sorry, keel-billed, sorry, toucans from Mudpuppy Stitchery. This was her Patreon release for this month. So if you like this stitch, you have to go get it quickly. There's what, 3 days left in the month? 3 or 4, but by the time it uploads, probably only 3 days. So I'm stitching these beautiful toucans on this deep foresty green fabric, which I thought was just perfect. And so I'm gonna hold this up and see if we can get it to focus there. So it's just 2 toucans, and all I'm stitching are the toucans on the branch. I'm not stitching the greenery or the greens in the circle because I'm stitching on this beautiful green fabric. So trying to optimize my time. Once I finish the faces though with the yellow and I just have the black left, I'll probably put it away for a while until my eyes calm down. Hopefully they calm down soon, because dark on dark is difficult. Any tone on tone is difficult stitching for me. So I think that's all that's in this bag. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so let me just keep this out for a second. And so then I have my 2 whips, which I had other finishes, which would have been whips, but they are no longer since I'm finished with them. Okay, so this is another model stitch for Kenzie at Mudpuppy Stitchery. And this is Kestrel Kiwi. Let me try and get it in the frame. So this is Kestrel Kiwi, and there are beautiful little designs everywhere in this. The border has designs, the beautiful wings and head. It's just gorgeous. You've got the food prey items around here, and this is from her series Raptors and Fruit. I just love it. Look at the tail. That's mostly what I've worked on this month, filling in all the tail. And I did come up here and add a little bit of the light colors that you can barely see, the grays and whites in there. So my goal was to finish this by the end of September. I'm probably not going to make it now that I'm thinking about it, but I gave it a really good shot, so we'll see. As soon as possible is my goal, and then I will send Kestrel Kiwi and Mischievous Eucalyptus to Kenzie so she can photograph those and then send them back. And while I have this out, this was one of my haul items. Actually, two of my haul items. I got this cute little needle minder from Cherry Hill Stitchery. Oh, I can't get it to... Well, anyway, it's really lightweight, but it is strong magnets. I love it. It's so cute. I think it's called Tweet. It's just this little bird. So I love using that. And then, where's my other? Okay. Let's see if I can get to the page quickly for you. And this is my last whip that I've worked on this month. And this is Glacier Bay. The book is America the Beautiful. America the Beautiful cross stitch, sorry. And it's 30 designs from different national parks around America. And that's what it will look like when it's finished. And I am over halfway done. Oh, can't do that, sorry. I just have about a quarter of it left. As you can see, I have white stitching, and then I have a little bit of, nope, I'm on the wrong side. No, I'm not. Okay. So I just have a little bit of the color left, and then the white to fill in. And this will be a birthday gift for my son. I thought about not filling in the white and saving myself a little bit of time, but he really wants the white filled in. And I agree, it would look better than having the holes for the Ada, so I will definitely do that. But I think it's just 6 colors, 7 colors, but beautiful blues and everything. Really cute stitch. So that is all my whips. Let me move that out of the way, and let's see what we have left. Okay, for next month, let me share this real quick. Let's see. So this is Red Tail Raspberries from Mudpuppy Stitchery, and I am also model stitching this for her, and I love it. Love the tail, love that gorgeous head. I just have the back left for the bird. There's some light bordering here, here, and across the top there's a small border, but I'm very close to finishing the border pieces. I did not work on this month because the fabric is not as fun to work on. Let's just say that as some of my other stitching. Once I tried Picture This Plus, the less expensive brand from Hobby Lobby, was not quite as pleasant. It's a lot of counting in the back. Not a lot of color changes necessarily. I think it's only 2 or 3 colors, but they're all browns and very similar. There are different browns from the head and all that will be in the back. And so once I get going on it, it will be easier. But I'm working on that for Kenzie. And then haul. So let me skip over to haul. Yes, okay, so I bought some designs, which I'm not going to share with you because most of them are on my iPad and not printed out, so I probably won't share a lot of those. But then for my other haul, I have a few fabrics from 123 Stitch, and so I'm going to share those real quick. Well, works better if we show it without the sticker. So this is Glory, really pretty. These are all 18 count, and this looks like a sunset in person. I can't get the colors to show, but it's yellows and pinks, really pretty. This one, oh, I've got the sticker showing on all of these, I guess. Yep, I did. Okay, so this one is really pretty pink. It's called Cherub, 18 count, and it looks like strawberry cheesecake, my son said, and I completely agree. It's a light pink with the creamy whites, creams, really pretty. And there's this purple, light purple, called Sprite. It's got a little bit of modeling, just enough modeling. It's really pretty. I'm excited to use those for something. And then I got this one, which is Ember. And you've probably seen that on my Instagram, but it's a really pretty. When I ordered it, I thought it was red, more red. It's not red. It's like a watermelon pink orange, but really pretty. And then I got some more of those threads, Threadworks. This really fun one with purples and greens. This one has grays and turquoise, reds. I love stitching berries, and I love to use a variegated thread for that. So that was an easy purchase. And then I got these two blues. I want to do a bird sampler. It's not a sampler, but monochromatic. There we go. And I'm not sure if I'll use the navy and purple or the blues. Not sure. But it's not for right now anyway. I was just purchasing while I was there because they were going to be selling out of them and getting rid of them. Okay, I think that's most of the haul. Most of it. So then from, let me see, on Instagram, Povitrulya.handmade asked if I would try some of their bookmarks and let them know what I thought. And so I chose a couple of those and they sent them to me. So there's a Christmas mule, this other one with the sunflowers and the sun, and then give us this day our daily bread. So these would be cute Christmas presents or something, very easily adapted for that. I haven't opened those. I will do another video, like a short or something, where I share those a little more in depth. And then, oh, I was super excited. Last night we went to a thrift store and my husband brought over a bag that had a bundle of cross-stitch magazines and books in it. I was so excited. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of share my favorites first, kind of, but maybe not really. Okay, so let me just make sure that's everything. Okay, yeah. So there was this one, and I have been looking for this design for a very, very long time. And this is Gathering Honey. And I just love the bees and these flowers. Oh, it's so lovely. Yes, it's gonna be a lot of work and it's gonna be a very long stitch, but I just love it. I love the garden. I love everything about it. It's just so cute. Okay, and in that same magazine, trying not to fall. Oh, sorry. Trying not to knock my stack over, and instead I showed you everything. There's this really fun fields. It's Amish. It's really cute. It's got the sky. So if you did it on a blue or something, your sky would show up really well. I love when designers put special little designs within the design, like Mudpuppy Stitchery and Pigeon Coop Designs. Both of them have designs within their pattern. And so when you stitch it up, you've got these beautiful little designs within it. And I know these are fields and they're supposed to have those designs, but I love it. I love that part about it. I showed you again. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let me try and work through these without showing you this time. Okay, no worries with this one. I can't show you anything. And these are all from Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. I don't think I said that, but the years were 1986 to 88, I believe, is where they were all from. And this is probably the first one I'm gonna stitch. I love Gathering Honey, but it's huge and it's a bit daunting. So I'll probably start with this one. I love berries. My goal is to have berries and birds all over my kitchen, and any fruit really, but especially berries. So I love those. And so, I'm running out of room. So sorry. Okay. Some of these books are marking patterns in other places of the book. Okay, so this next one is Blueberries. Blueberry Delight. I love these two. Aren't they so cute? No, I don't have the towels and things. I'm sure you can still get them. I'm pretty sure I've seen them. But isn't it just so cute? I love the berries. Blueberries, red berries, cherries. These are a few of my favorite things. This next one is a sampler. I don't know if I'll ever stitch it, but it's gorgeous. I'm not a sampler person really at all. And this one has 3 alphabets, but the border is lovely. The color changes are fantastic. I just love it. So pretty. And I love the little birds on there. But like I said, I probably would never stitch that one, if I'm being honest. Okay, this last one, I'm trying to mark 2 places, so please bear with me. So I don't show you the designs or anything. Come over here, bring it in. Okay, so they're within these books, the different books I got. Each of these 3 flowers was in there. And I may stitch all of them at some point, but the tulips are my favorite. And I will probably change the colors when I get there. Like for the tiger lily down here, I'll probably change it. It's got the same pinks here in the lily, but I'm probably going to change that to be similar to a lily from my husband's grandfather. And it's really pretty burgundies and stuff, but you've got the tulips and then a pretty little rose. So I would probably change the colors, but and then the other one. Isn't that cute? Little Christmas birds with the holly. I love that one. And then the last one I will show you is, whoop, let's see if we can get this fun little apples sampler. And it wouldn't take very long because you just outline the apples and then fill it in with a coordinating color basically. So that's really pretty. And I was going to show you the chickens, but I guess I didn't mark any of them. And they're not in this book. Oh well. I think the chickens are in this book. Let me just look real quick. I'm sorry. I thought I had the chickens marked to show you. Nope, it's not coming quickly. Well, I posted them on Instagram anyway, and so you can go look at the chickens that I've got chosen to probably stitch at some point. It was a set of 3, and I already had the magazine that is missing in the set that I posted on Instagram, and so I'm really excited to stitch those, especially the black and white one that I already had. And I wanted to share that because the Seashore Stitcher shared her finish of it recently in her 0814 Flosstube. Its title is Stitched and Sprinkled with Love. So go watch that if you want to see it finished, because I love hers. And she's just an inspiring person to watch anyway. She shares a lot of nature. She shares a lot of everything. I've talked about her before on the channel. So go watch the Seashore Stitcher. And her name is Barbara. And then another one that I like to watch is Amy at Renewing Stitches. And she hasn't posted a lot right now. She's supporting her husband, going through some things, and they recently moved. And life is just busy, as all of us know, right? So, but she has a lot of books and things that she not only has, but she stitches from them. So a lot of people will stitch a lot of the newer designs, the new releases and things. But I enjoy watching people that have the older vintage, I guess, books, like these country crafts books. You get them and you stitch things out of them. I love finding things like this. So I love watching people who enjoy sharing that beauty with the world. The next is Michelle at Romantic Tangle, and she also does flip throughs of vintage magazines and books that she finds. She goes thrifting and she goes to estate sales, which if you need any tips and tricks, she's got you covered. She'll tell you how to do it, where to go, what to look for. So go watch Romantic Tangle. And she stitches them as well, not just purchase them, but she likes to purchase things that she knows she will use and will stitch. So find her. Diana Bloom. Oh, I was going to share her Patreon release. And last month I joined Diana's Patreon for a, at a discount. They offered me a discount, and I was like, oh yes, please. And so then I saw her release for September, which is what it currently is. And I was like, okay, I need that one too. And then I canceled. I might join again. I don't know. It's difficult. It's only $8 for her Patreon, so it's not a lot. But anyway, so this month you need to go check it out. It's taking flight, and it's this gorgeous red-winged blackbird with her flowers. And I was going to stitch this on the dark green that I'm stitching the toucans on, but I didn't measure it first. So I couldn't do that anymore. So I need to find something that I can stitch on. I'm sure I have something light blue or yellow maybe, although I wouldn't want to detract from this, so I might stick with the blue idea. But anyway, this is Taking Flight from Diana Bloom Designs, which I will link in the description box. Go find her. As with Mudpuppy Stitchery's Patreon, those Patreons reset every month, so it won't be available for very long. So definitely go find it. If you plan to stitch it, that would be awesome. And I wanted to share another, a special friend of mine from my church was going through her books and things, and she shared with me some of her things that she may not stitch ever. And so she gave them to me, and she gave me a whole bunch, but I picked out 2 to share with you today. One is the Prairie Schooler, the Birds and Berries series. And I will probably stitch all of them, but I love the red-winged blackbird again, and the cardinal, because I don't have a lot of cardinal stitches. I was very surprised. And I don't think I shared this with you before, but maybe I did. And then the other is the loons. I love this one. That's looks like it's taking off, but this one is like an iconic loon look. So I love those. And those are in my bird bag. I just have a whole bunch of things in there. So I keep my inspiration all together. And I purchased a flamingo to work on, which I will have to share soon. And then I will be starting lace framed bluebirds at some point. So I think that's all of my plans. I mentioned Karen the Stitching Owl. So yeah. And for the fox and butterflies, I stitched that with Forest Crone Creates or Crafts. Oh, I can't think of it now. But anyway, she's on Instagram, and I can tag her in the description. I'm pretty sure I tagged her last month as well in my Flosstube video. So if you're interested, you can go find it. But I think that's everything I've got to share today. And if I'm forgetting something, we'll figure it out and share it next time. But again, a huge thank you to everyone who watches and comments and encourages along the way and encourages other stitchers just to keep going. You are important, and your stitching is beautiful. Your words are so needed right now, and I appreciate you taking the time to be here with me and sharing your love of crafting with the world. And maybe it's not cross stitch, maybe it's knitting or crochet or some other craft. I appreciate it. I love seeing it. I love seeing beautiful things. And so I hope you'll share your beautiful things with me, because the world needs more beautiful things and more beautiful people. So you are beautiful. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a lovely and very, very wonderful day, and enjoy your stitching. Enjoy beautiful crafting in the beautiful world that we have. So thank you.